Chosen ones, the time has come. The time to awaken fully to the destiny you were born for. You've been walking through life feeling as if there's something greater calling you, something beyond the ordinary. You are not here by accident. The life you are stepping into is not a coincidence. You were chosen for this moment, for this time, and the abundance that is about to flow into your life is far beyond anything you've ever imagined. What you've been waiting for is not something you have to chase. It's not something you have to fight for. It has been laid out before you, destined for your life from the very beginning. But to step into it, you must first recognize the divine plan at work. You must align yourself with God's purpose for your life. And once you do, the floodgates of blessings will open, and they will flow naturally, effortlessly, and supernaturally. You are the chosen vessel through which God's grace will pour out. This is not just about wealth. It is not just about material success. It's about divine favor. It's about living a life that is so aligned with purpose that everything you touch transforms into something greater. If you are ready to claim this destiny, leave 77 in the comments below. Let it be a sign of your commitment to walking in the fullness of your divine calling. Your blessings are already on their way, and this journey will transform every aspect of your life. The call to the chosen ones: you were not born to follow the crowd. You were not meant to blend in or live a life of mediocrity. You were called to stand out, to rise above the ordinary, and to be the light in a world that desperately needs it. The chosen ones are not just people of extraordinary talents or riches. They are those who have received a divine calling that transcends the material. It is a higher purpose, a calling that connects you to something far greater than yourself. When you awaken to this truth, the shift in your life is undeniable. It's as if the very air around you begins to hum with purpose. The challenges you face no longer seem like obstacles, but opportunities. Opportunities to prove your faith, opportunities to grow, opportunities to rise higher and reach deeper into your divine potential. But this calling is not without its tests. The chosen ones often face trials that the world does not understand. You might be misunderstood, questioned, or even rejected by others, but remember this: it is precisely because of the unique path you are meant to walk that the world doesn't always understand you. God has chosen you for this journey because you are strong enough to carry it. Step into the power of your calling. Step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Recognize that this life is not about what you can achieve for yourself, but about the impact you can have on others. When you align with God's purpose for your life, you are not just walking in your own purpose. You are walking in a divine mission that affects generations to come. At this moment, you are called to make a difference, to bring light where there is darkness, to bring hope where there is despair, and to bring love where there is hate. You are the living embodiment of God's grace on this earth, and the power to fulfill that purpose is already within you. Walking in divine duty, the truth is, being a chosen one means that you carry a divine duty. It's not just about receiving blessings, it's about living in such a way that your very life becomes a blessing to others. Your gifts, your talents, your resources, none of these are for your benefit alone. They are tools to fulfill a much greater mission. A mission that reaches far beyond your own personal success or happiness. There is a divine responsibility that comes with the blessings you will receive. God has entrusted you with gifts that are meant to make a tangible impact on the world. The wealth and success you are walking into are not just for you to enjoy in isolation. They are meant to be shared. You are meant to use them to uplift those around you, to be a vessel for God's goodness, and to reflect His love through your actions. The road to walking in this divine duty is not always easy. It requires courage, it requires strength, and sometimes it requires sacrifice. You may have moments where the weight of your purpose feels overwhelming, where doubts and fears try to creep in. But remember this: God never calls anyone without equipping them with what they need. He has given you everything you need to fulfill this divine mission. You are not alone in this journey. The Holy Spirit is your guide, and God's hand is upon your life every step of the way. When you align yourself with His will, you will find that the strength to carry out your purpose is not your own. It is a divine power flowing through you. Now, as you walk this path, there are people who will try to distract you, people who will try to steer you off course. But the truth is, nothing can stop you when you are walking in divine purpose. The blessings that are coming your way are not just for your benefit. They are meant to be shared, to overflow into the lives of others. And this is where your true richness lies. The divine timing of God's plan will unfold in your life, and as it does, you will begin to see that everything you need, resources, opportunities, favor will be provided. But as with anything divine, there are moments of waiting, moments of preparation, and these moments can test your patience. But trust that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything for your good. If you feel the call to support this mission, if you feel led to help this channel grow so that more chosen ones like you can be empowered, I invite you to click on Super Thanks. Your contribution not only supports this work, but also fuels the message of divine purpose, wealth, and abundance. Every dollar you give helps to reach more people, to inspire more chosen ones, and to build a movement of transformation. Your support means the world to this mission. The divine flow of abundance. Chosen ones, you are stepping into a season where the flow of divine abundance is unstoppable. This is not a season of scarcity or lack. This is not the time to struggle or fight for what you need. No, you have entered a season where God's supernatural provision will manifest in your life in ways you've never imagined. Abundance is your birthright, and once you align yourself with God's plan for your life, this abundance begins to flow naturally and effortlessly. Just as rivers flow and provide life to everything they touch, God's blessings will begin to overflow in your life, transforming every area. This abundance is not only material wealth, it includes favor in your relationships, health, career, and in the fulfillment of your divine purpose. But here's the secret. Abundance doesn't just show up because you wish for it. It's the result of walking in alignment with God's plan. It starts with a mindset shift, a shift from scarcity to abundance. Once you recognize that you were created to live in the fullness of God's provision, everything begins to change. The doors of blessing open. The favor of God surrounds you. Abundance is not just for your benefit. It's for the benefit of those around you. When God blesses you, those blessings flow through you to impact others. This is where true richness lies, not in accumulating wealth for the sake of personal gain, but in using your blessings to touch lives, to elevate others, and to fulfill God's greater purpose for humanity. When you begin to walk in abundance, you'll see that blessings are not just for you to hoard. They are meant to overflow into the lives of others. The more you give, the more you will receive. This divine flow of abundance is not just a financial promise. It's a spiritual promise that when you align with God's will, you will experience a supernatural flow of favor and provision in every area of your life. Embrace the abundance that is already on its way to you. Trust that God is opening doors that no one can close, that He is positioning you to receive more than you could ever ask or imagine. And know this is just the beginning. The unseen doors of opportunity. As you walk in alignment with your divine purpose, you will begin to notice something extraordinary. Doors will begin to open that you could never have planned for or even imagined. These are the unseen doors of opportunity that God has prepared for you. In the natural world, we often rely on our own vision to find opportunities. We look for the next big job, the next investment, the next partnership. But in the divine realm, these doors are not visible to the human eye. They require faith and trust in God's timing. These opportunities often come in unexpected forms, in ways that don't seem to make sense to the world. It may seem like a random encounter, a sudden opportunity, or an unexpected invitation. But these doors are divinely orchestrated. You see, true prosperity doesn't always follow the path that seems clear and obvious. Sometimes, the path to wealth and success is hidden in moments of testing, in times of trial, and through the seasons that require patience. Just like Joseph in the Bible, who went through unimaginable hardships, It was those very challenges that led him to the palace. God is working behind the scenes, preparing these doors for you. When you remain faithful, trusting in His plan and His timing, these doors will swing wide open. They will lead you to new realms of prosperity, success, and fulfillment. Some of these doors may require you to step out of your comfort zone, to take risks, or to let go of old things that no longer serve your higher purpose. But trust that when you walk in obedience, God will guide you to the opportunities that will not only bless you, but equip you to bless others. The true nature of wealth is not just about accumulating riches for the sake of luxury or status. True wealth is much more profound than that. It is about using your resources to serve others and to fulfill your divine purpose. The blessings that are about to flood into your life are not meant for you to hoard. They are meant to be a tool for the greater good. God has blessed you with wealth, not for selfish gain, but so that you can be a conduit of His love and generosity. Every dollar, every resource, and every opportunity is a chance for you to make a difference in the lives of others. True wealth is about impact, not accumulation. It's about using what God has given you to bring light to dark places, to heal broken hearts, and to uplift the broken. Your wealth is meant to serve others, to invest in causes that align with God's will, and to advance His kingdom. When you walk in true wealth, you will find that it brings fulfillment, joy, and peace, not because you have more, but because you are using what you have for something far greater than yourself. The more you give, the more God will multiply your blessings. This is the divine principle that governs true wealth. What you sow, you will reap. When you give generously, God will open the floodgates of provision and pour out blessings that you could never have imagined. Wealth is not just about what you can buy or how you can live. It is about what you can do for others. As you use your wealth to serve others, you will experience a transformation not just in your own life, but in the lives of those around you. God is positioning you for a life of purpose and impact. He is equipping you with wealth, not just to enrich yourself, but to enrich the lives of others. When you step into this calling, you will understand the true nature of wealth, its power to transform, heal, and bring about positive change in the world. The power of trusting divine timing. One of the greatest lessons you will learn as a chosen one is the power of trusting in divine timing. The journey to true prosperity is not a race. It is a journey that unfolds at exactly the right moment. There will be seasons in your life when it feels like nothing is happening. You may look around and wonder why your dreams haven't come to pass yet, why the doors of opportunity seem closed, or why your blessings haven't yet manifested. But understand this: God's timing is always perfect. In the waiting, God is preparing you. He is refining you, strengthening you, and positioning you for the blessings that are about to come. Just like a seed needs time to grow before it bears fruit, your life requires patience and preparation before the fullness of your destiny can manifest. Divine timing is about trusting that God knows the best time for everything. It's about knowing that the doors you are meant to walk through will open at the perfect time, that the opportunities that are meant for you will come when you are ready to receive them. The key is to trust, even when you don't understand. Trust that behind every delay, every challenge, and every moment of waiting, God is preparing something far greater for you. When the time is right, the floodgates will open, and blessings will pour into your life in ways you never thought possible. God is always at work behind the scenes. His timing is never off. If you remain faithful, trusting in His plan, you will step into a season of prosperity that will exceed your wildest dreams. Walking in obedience to your divine calling, chosen ones, there is a divine calling on your life that cannot be ignored. It is a purpose far greater than what you can comprehend in this moment. God has created you for something extraordinary, something that will leave a lasting impact on the world. But to step into that divine calling, you must walk in obedience. Obedience is not about blindly following rules. It is about trusting the voice of God, even when the path is unclear. When you listen to God's direction, when you follow His guidance, He will lead you to places you never thought possible. The journey may be difficult, but it is always worth it. Think of the great leaders in the Bible: Abraham, Moses, Esther, David. All of them had to walk in obedience to God's call, even when it required great sacrifice. Abraham left his homeland, not knowing where he was going. Moses stood before Pharaoh with nothing but faith. Esther risked her life to save her people. They all had doubts, fears, and moments of uncertainty, but they chose to walk in obedience to God's will. Obedience opens the door to divine provision and blessings. It is through obedience that God will reveal the full extent of His plan for your life. As you step out in faith, you will begin to see how God orchestrates every detail of your life, how every decision, every choice, and every challenge leads to greater opportunities. God's plan for you is beyond anything you could have imagined on your own. Trust in Him, walk in obedience, and He will lead you into a future filled with purpose, fulfillment, and abundance. Trusting God's timing in moments of waiting. The waiting seasons can often feel like the hardest part of the journey. You may have been waiting for a breakthrough, for the doors to open, for your blessings to manifest. But I want to remind you, chosen ones, that waiting is not wasted time. In fact, it is in the waiting that God is preparing you for something greater. There is a reason why God makes us wait. It is during these moments that our faith is tested, that our character is shaped, and that we are refined. It is in the waiting that God builds in us the patience and resilience we need to handle the blessings He is about to pour into our lives. In the waiting, you may feel like you are stuck, but understand this: you are not stagnant. You are being cultivated, you are being readied. When the time is right, God will release the breakthrough you have been waiting for, and it will come in His perfect timing. Think of a seed planted in the ground. It does not immediately grow into a tree. It goes through a process of growth, unseen to the human eye, but fully orchestrated by the hand of God. In the same way, your season of waiting is part of your growth. God is preparing you for something far greater than you can see. Trust that your waiting is not in vain. When God's timing is right, the floodgates of blessings will open, and you will walk into a new season of divine provision and abundance. The overflow of God's favor. Chosen ones, God's favor is a powerful force that will elevate you to places you could never have reached on your own. This favor is not based on your own abilities or merits. It is a gift from God, and it flows from His love and grace. Favor is not just about getting good things. It's about receiving divine opportunities, unexplainable blessings, and supernatural assistance when you need it the most. God's favor will open doors for you that no one can shut, and it will make a way where there seems to be no way. You may have felt overlooked or underappreciated in the past, but I want to remind you, God sees you. He has already poured His favor upon your life. As you continue to walk in obedience and trust Him, His favor will become increasingly evident. It will surround you, elevate you, and cause you to stand out in ways that you never imagined possible. Favor is not something you have to work for. It is something that flows naturally when you align yourself with God's plan. The more you trust in His will, the more His favor will surround you. And when God's favor is on your life, no weapon formed against you can prosper. No matter what challenges you face, His favor will always lift you higher. This overflow of favor is not just for your benefit. It is meant to touch the lives of those around you. As God blesses you with His favor, He is positioning you to be a vessel of His goodness to others. Your life will become a testimony of God's grace, and your blessings will overflow to bless those around you. Embracing your divine purpose, chosen ones, it is time for you to step fully into your divine purpose. You were not created by accident. Every moment of your life has been woven together by the hand of God. Your purpose is not something you need to search for. It is something that is already inside you, waiting to be unlocked. Your purpose is not just about what you do for a living or the titles you hold. It is about how you live and how you use your gifts, talents, and resources to fulfill God's greater plan. God has called you to make an impact, to be a light in the darkness, to spread love and truth in a world that that desperately needs it. When you align yourself with God's purpose for your life, everything begins to fall into place. Your desires, your passions, and your gifts will align with His plan, and you will find fulfillment in doing what you were created to do. The work may be challenging at times, but it will always be worth it. Embrace your divine purpose with confidence, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. He has already equipped you with everything you need to succeed. All you need to do is step forward in faith and trust that He will lead you to the places He has prepared for you. When you live in alignment with your divine purpose, you will experience a sense of peace and fulfillment that surpasses anything the world can offer. You will find joy in serving others, in making a difference, and in fulfilling the unique calling that God has placed on your life. Living in divine provision and abundance. Finally, chosen ones, understand this truth. Divine provision and abundance are not just for a season, they are your new reality. God has promised to supply all of your needs according to His riches in glory. When you align with His will, when you walk in obedience, and when you trust in His timing, His provision will be abundant, overflowing, and more than enough. Divine provision is not just about material wealth. It encompasses everything you need to fulfill your purpose. It is the resources, the favor, the opportunities, and the strength to overcome every obstacle. God will provide for you in ways you cannot even imagine, and His abundance will be evident in every area of your life. As you step into this new season of divine provision, remember this: abundance is not something you have to fight for. It is a natural result of living in alignment with God's will. As you continue to trust Him and walk in obedience, you will see the miraculous provision of God in ways that will astonish you. This is the season where God is opening doors, pouring out blessings, and positioning you for a life of unlimited prosperity and purpose. Step fully into it. Trust in His provision, walk confidently in your calling, and watch as the overflow of divine abundance transforms every area of your life. Final words. Chosen ones, I want to leave you with this final reminder. You are not alone in this journey. God is with you every step of the way. His plan for your life is far greater than anything you could ever imagine, and as you walk in alignment with Him, He will open doors, pour out blessings, and lead you into a future filled with divine provision, prosperity, and purpose. Remember, your wealth and success are not for you alone. They are a tool for good, a way to serve others, and a way to fulfill God's greater plan for your life. Use your blessings wisely, and always remember to give generously to others. As you embrace your divine calling, trust in God's timing, and walk in His abundance, know that you are part of something far greater than yourself. You are part of a divine movement, a mission to spread light, love, and truth in a world that desperately needs it. May you step boldly into the future that God has prepared for you, and may His blessings overflow in your life, now and forevermore.